Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to figure out what exactly it is that you needed to do, what your job was? Maybe you were asking a manager, what is it that you really want me to do? Or your spouse, what do you really need me to do? Maybe because time was of essence, or you just needed things simplified. Well, we have this objective at Suncrest, and it's called cultivate. And you may ask yourself, well, cultivate what? What are we cultivating? And I guess I would put it in these words, that we're cultivating intimacy. Intimacy is an interesting word. Intimacy with who? Well, it's intimacy with God, intimacy with Christ. Intimacy is when we engage another individual, a person, and we share our whole selves with them. Our heart, our body, our mind, our soul. And that's when true intimacy is happening. And in relationships, sometimes communication comes through dropping hints. Maybe you've been in situations like that, or in relationships where you have somebody that likes to drop hints. And if you're like me, you may not be real good at picking up on hints. I am a little bit dense in picking up on hints, so I need things to be very direct, very straightforward, and very simple. And that's why I really like this question in Mark. In Mark chapter 12, verse 28 and following, this is how it reads. One of the scribes came and heard them arguing, and recognizing that he had answered them all well, he asked, "What commandment is the foremost of all?" In other words, what is the most important commandment, Jesus? And Jesus answered this way, "The foremost is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength." That is the first and the most important thing that Jesus said we can do. It's just that simplicity of if there was nothing else that I did, Jesus, what would be the most important thing? And Jesus just lays it out there. He has the answer right there. Love me with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. There's nothing more important that we could do. And the second is like that, he says, to love your neighbor as yourself. There's no greater commandment than these. So I want to challenge you, I want to ask you, are you loving the Lord with all your heart, with all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength? Are you pursuing that intimacy with God with that kind of passion and that kind of singleness of focus?